Leave the young fella alone, man. He's trying to rehab in peace, trying to get himself ready to come back. And we spoke, and I'll speak to him later this week, or the week's basically over. I'll speak to him next week and just catch up with him. But he's a very talented player. He's going through a lot. You guys are putting him on the spot, on a daily. And I think he's just trying to recover on his own time and really focus on his rehab. I've been injured before, so I know what it's like. You feel disconnected, you feel away. You wish you could be out there, and it's tough. Mentally and physically, it's tough on the body. Then you got to read about yourself all the time. I know it's frustrating, but I got a lot of respect for him. We're going to get along very well and continue to build our relationship, and I'll be here for him when he needs me.
So Zion, the Pelicans, of course, #1 overall pick several years ago, has had issues, it looks, with his weight, certainly with his lower extremities, right? And has missed a lot of time, had seemed disenchanted with the team. The team trades for CJ McCollum. A move I like a lot, because when you have a young team with young ascending talent, you need veteran presence that can play. Not 12 minutes off the bench. A dude who can play and lead by example also. CJ McCollum fit the bill, right? They add him to the team. Right away, he's like, have you heard from Zion? No, I ain't heard. I texted him, haven't heard back, basically. But now he makes these remarks. Basically, leave young fella alone. I've been there. McCollum is now, by the way, the president of the Players Union. So he's obviously an intelligent, veteran, leader-type guy. What's your take about what McCollum had to say, Key?
Well, he's absolutely right, Max. If you know anything about me, I am not one to dive in with the rest of the sharks. I let things develop and take place before I start forming opinions about somebody. And I think when you listen to the individuals that cover the NBA or the individuals that cover the Pelicans about Zion's situation, they clearly know more at times than others. But at the same time, you've got to think that the CJ McCollum, I've reached out to him, he hadn't got back to me, and it went into, he's disrespectful. He doesn't want to, it turned into a whole thing where now you hear where CJ is saying, y'all need to slow down a little bit. This guy is trying to rehab and get back to where he feels comfortable enough to get out on the court to help the team because that's what he wants to do. You've got to look at that. That's a veteran player who is now in the actual locker room, in the building, who can see it, understand it, and he's there to help. And that's the type of message that I look for when I'm trying to figure out what a player is all about.
It doesn't mean that the initial reaction to Zion's untrue, though, Key.
It
if
doesn't.
It's not untrue, it just points out the way McCollum, as a veteran leader, tries to keep things together. And, by the way, as the head of the players, as the president of the Players Union, even if he sees, this is what's happening with big fella, right, with the young guy. Well, this is what's needed now. Let me be a little bit of a shield for him. Let me deflect some of this stuff for him. And by the way, it's not even that you have to lie about anything. You just find what's true in other ways, right? Like, hey, I was a young guy once. He's dealing with a lot. You guys are making it worse. He's coming off an injury. I've rehabbed an injury. It's just like sometimes when we talk about, I say, hey, Key, you should have a consulting firm for like head coaches, right? And GMs who don't know how to speak to the media. He should too, it sounds like to me. Like the way McCollum said that stuff was perfect. That's what you're looking for.
It is perfect, but that's a veteran leader who's been in front of the cameras and things of that nature. You got to remember, man, Zion's 21, 22 years old, okay? Still young.
Yeah.
That's still young. Think about it. Max, that's still young.
Looking up his age right now.
And
stupid young.
When you are that young and you don't have a whole lot of experience at all, and then maybe some of the people that's around you don't have experiences in life in general because you may surround yourself with young people and not older people because that's just not where you're at in life. And so you get to learn along the way. He has the fortunate to get to learn along the way, and you've got to give him that opportunity. And just because he was a #1 overall pick and it hasn't worked out to date, I hold mine back and I reserve that because I don't want to dive in again with the Sharks because something doesn't look right immediately. I want to get all the information before I form some sort of opinion about the way a player is going to pan out and if a player fits on a team You got to wait and see.
Key, you said he's 21, 22 years old. He turned 21 a month ago.
There you go.
He's a baby.
Yeah, man. Dude ain't even got a driver's license yet, probably.
And by the way, Charles Barkley, it's been making the rounds on social media again, but it's a famous story. Charles Barkley went to Moses Malone, and Barkley is one of the comps for Zion. There's no exact comp, but he was very athletic and square when he wasn't the round mound of rebound, right? Like, at best, he was like a block. But at any rate, was a fat guy sometimes as a young player, like baby fat, you'd say. And he goes to Moses Malone, and Moses Malone's the best player in basketball. Key, in the middle of Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kareem at the end, this one and that one, the best player on the planet Earth for a couple years was 4-4-4, and it wound up being 4-5-4 that they won the series in 4 games, 5 games, 4 games after he protected 4-4-4. But he was best player on earth, and he wasn't the most talented. He did it because he outworked everybody, right? So Barkley comes to this dude, the chairman of the boards, comes to this dude, and it's like, yeah, I'm not getting burned. Why aren't I getting some run, expecting sympathy. And Moses is like, well, listen, young fella, you're fat and you're lazy. That's why, right? And when a dude like Moses Malone says that to you, it resonates. I'm not saying CJ McCollum is Moses Malone, but
he's their Moses Malone.
Right. Already you can see where he has the potential to have a positive impact on the team. And just because Zion so far is ballooning up in weight and not staying healthy and this and that, it doesn't mean that's the way the story has to end.
Well, he's ballooning up in weight, too, because he's injured.
Yeah.
He's not out there doing full basketball acclimated things. He may be shooting. He may be, riding a bike or something, but he ain't running up and down the court.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.